Hi, I'm Cindy Costales, Senior Librarian at the Monterey Park Bruggemeyer Library, and today I'm with Woody Chan. Woody is our September Artist of the Month. We're very pleased to present Woody's art at the library, and we're going to talk about his exhibit, which is called Generations of Hollywood Icons. What I really like, Woody, about your display is your exhibit is the balance that it has. I like how it starts off with Jackie Chan in his hand, and then it ends with Bruce Lee and his hand. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, I started thinking about my kids, and they love Jackie Chan more so than Bruce Lee, because Bruce Lee is a lot more serious, but Jackie Chan's always funny, and he does things kind of like a slapstick type. And so I wanted to start off with something light, and it progresses through kind of like the next one is Mikey Q, and that's the other one that my kids like to watch is Nikita, and they watched it religiously every week. So that was a natural progression. And then going back a little bit further is Johnny Depp, and with the Pirates they love Captain Jack Sparrow, and so I thought it would be best to start with something funny and go through something a little bit more serious, and then and again with somewhat funny but not as slapstick as Jackie Chan, and that's my kids' generation of actors that they're into. And then of course progresses backwards, kind of like going back through time, and the first one you see is Winona Ryder, and that was the movie Dracula that made her very famous, or she hit her peak around Dracula time, and that's a lot of the stars I draw is when they reach their kind of like their peak in Hollywood. And going next is Mel Gibson, going way back towards high school days. I'm dating myself, but I started watching Mad Max in 80. Ooh, wow, I forgot the year now, 86. And then the Road Warrior, which to me was the epitome of Mad Max. I didn't enjoy Beyond Thunderdome, which was the third and final, but I did enjoy Road Warrior. And then taking it all the way back to my first idol in Hollywood, which was Bruce Lee. I enjoyed Bruce Lee a lot, and ever since I was little, but he never made it big in Hollywood until the movie Enter the Dragon, and that's where that scene's taken from. And so I kind of envisioned in my head about the progression that it takes. So that's how I ended up with the display that kind of started with a hand, ended with a hand. So.
Well, it's very impressive, and it's been fun to see people talking about these celebrities that you've chosen to draw, and also about their movies, just like how you've described. Now, I imagine with this level of skill that you have, you've been drawing for a long time.
Yes, actually, my brother had taught me how to draw when I was 3 years old, and so I've been progressing under his guidance every year. And this is the only older drawing that you see here is the Winona Ryder, and that's done in the 90s when the movie came out. But all of the other ones were done for this exhibit. So the Johnny Depp was finished last year in 2011, towards the end of the year. But Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee, Maggie Q, and I think Mel Gibson's been finished this year in 2012. So it's just been very exciting to see it come together.
Now, when you first start out to draw a piece like this, what do you start with? How do you start?
Well, with actors and actresses, I don't have a live person sitting next to me, of course. So I go through a lot of photographs. I find one that I particularly like, and I zoom in on the part that I want to kind of project in my drawings. And after that, then I do big gray areas like shading to block out the big masses to just see how it might look on the paper. And from there, I hone in on the eyes and details. That way, if I capture the eyes, then I have a good starting point to finish the portraits.
How long does a piece like the Johnny Depp piece, how long does that take you?
Well, when there's a lot more hair, a lot more details like his bandana around his head, it takes possibly almost a month. And it's not straight 8 hours a day. It's usually 2 to 3 hours a day, and then the next day, and sometimes I take a break. But about a month, I would say.
Now, I know you have two young sons. Do they ever say, Dad, would you draw this? Can you draw this person?
Oh yes, the first thing my kids wanted me to draw were like the cartoons that they see on Saturday morning. One is Pokemon Pikachu, and the other one's Yu-Gi-Oh! And I drew those for them for the longest time. But this was the first time that they saw me draw real people in front, and so they asked me to draw Harry Potter. And it's a little sketch, and it's about 8 by 10 paper, regular paper. I did a sketch for them, and they enjoyed that.
That must be fun for them. Now, what kind of tools do you use?
Well, the main thing here is graphite, and I range from the hardest, which is HB, all the way up to 7B, which is the softest. And the softest is almost like the charcoal, like you would see on charcoal briquettes. It's very soft and very dark, and that's what you see in the darkest areas, so it's the darkest one.
Well, we're very excited to have this exhibit here at the library. And Woody Chan will have an opening reception where the public can come and meet him on Sunday, September 9th, here at the library in the Friends Room. And gives you a chance to talk to Woody. He's going to talk more about the techniques that he uses, and he'll have on display in the Friends Room other pieces that we don't have right now on this wall, but we're excited that he will be here on Sunday. So we want to encourage the public to come out and see the exhibit. It will be on display throughout the month of September, and to come out and meet Woody.
Thank you.